Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about the right reasons to date somebody. Now, let's look at it like this. I read somewhere that when you marry the right person, so let me start from you. Don't before you can marry somebody, it has to start from dating, right? So when you date the right person with the intention of getting married to them, or you marry the right person, you have saved your life 50% when you marry the right person. And then when you now know the purpose of God for your life and you're fulfilling it, the other 50% of your life is complete. But now imagine when the reverse is the case. When you enter into a relationship with the wrong person, 50% of your life is gone. And when you, even though you have purpose of 50%, you still have 50% lagging behind. So therefore you need to choose. So having the right purpose in life, being the right person in life, and choosing the right person is as important as having all of these things. And do you know the funniest part, why this thing is such like a burden to me, is that after salvation, marriage is the next thing that is actually important. Because whether we like it or not, that is what God used as what's it called? Example. Marriage is something that the Lord used as example of a relationship of Him and us. Christ is the groom. We are the bride. Christ is the groom and we are the bride of the church. So after the next thing after salvation is who you marry. Like after salvation and of course your purpose is who you marry because it's as important. So knowing the right reason to go into a relationship with a person is actually very important. So today, what are the right reasons to go into a relationship with a person? Number one reason is value and vision. When you see that you guys have the same value, you have the same belief system, you have the same vision, you're going along the same way. It might not necessarily be the same thing, it might not be doctor. It might be something that complements one another. You understand what I mean? So when you see that you guys have the same value system, you have the same vision, something that goes, your own might be a sub-vision to that. Yes, you can go into the right relationship with the person. If you have not watched my video about where I talked about before you say I do, what are the things you should check, and the reason why I turned out somebody, please go and watch it. Number two reason why you should enter into a relationship with a person is because you are already whole. I mentioned in my last video about wrong reasons to get married, to get into a relationship with a person, which is loneliness. When you are lonely and you are looking for somebody to, it's not somebody you need to look for. You need to look for how to behold yourself. That's the first problem you need to solve. Not the problem of finding somebody to hook up with. Because whether you like it or not, your loneliness, your not being whole will actually affect the person. And when you're coming back from just a broken relationship, please give yourself some break. Allow yourself to heal first, because when you don't heal, you carry that baggage. When you don't heal, you carry that burden to another person, which is not good. So what am I trying to say? When you see that you are whole already, that is when you can go into a relationship and the person is also whole. That is, you guys can stand on your own. You are complete on your own. You don't need somebody to complete you. Then that's a reason to marry, to go into a relationship when you're already a whole person. Because relationship or marriage is about complementing each other. It is not about completing each other. The Bible says, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife, and the two, not one and a half, shall become one flesh. So if you are not whole, you don't have any reason to date. Get off that dating table. The third reason why you should consider somebody or date somebody, right? Somebody is when you see emotional maturity. See, EQ is actually very important than IQ. Somebody can be smart and they will not have EQ. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. Someone can be smart, but when it comes to emotional intelligence, they are zero. Like zero, totally blank. They don't know. So when you don't have EQ, then you're not ready to date, because you're going to frustrate your partner whether you like it or not, as a male or a female. Because you need to be compassionate enough. You need to be kind. So emotionally you are there. You need to check yourself. Is this person also there emotionally? Can they apologize when they are wrong? Can they admit that they are wrong? Because it takes somebody that proud, that have the self-consciousness that, oh, I'm wrong. For you to be able to admit yourself, you are whole on your own. You are okay on your own. You know that what I did is wrong. Let me apologize. But there are some people that believe they can never apologize in their life. Please run away from such people. So you take somebody that has emotional readiness, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity. Are you mature? That you can talk, you can converse. Not that when you want to talk to you, you say you don't have time, or you are always defensive. You don't know when to say sorry and when not to say sorry, so that you not look like as if you are begging them to stay in your life. If you are not emotionally mature, there's no need for you to date. So when you say that the person you are with is emotionally mature, and you too you are there, then you can marry, because it will be two emotionally mature people. You'll be able to sit down and iron out any situation you have. I told you, if you watch any of my video, you see that I'm always hammering on commitment. Marriage is about commitment. So it's not about a fling of 1 minute. It's about commitment. You have to be ready that regardless of the person's flaw, you are ready to stand by them. Or you're ready to communicate, and you are ready to over communicate in marriage, in relationship. Are you getting what I'm saying? So emotional maturity is there. And then another thing is, another reason why, what's it called, you should get into a relationship with somebody is when you have genuine friendship. Somebody you can talk to. And like I said, I mentioned in my last video, it's not every friend you can date, you can marry. There are some friends that are meant to be friends for life. They are not meant to pass that level. I'm telling you. Okay. Now, genuine friendship. There are some friends that when you look at them, you'll be like, business, they are only good for business. And there are some friends that are good for ideas. But when you look at your compatibility, you guys are not compatible. They are only good for, okay, let me say, for example, I have this particular friend, although he asked me out, but then I turned him down. And then, but I never stopped talking to him. Why? Because there's no time I talk to him that I don't get an idea from him. Because he's very intelligent, what's it called? Business wise, like that. So there's no time I get to him that I don't jot something down on my note. You know that kind of friend. So I know personally that compatibility, relationship wise, we are not. But friendship, yes, we are. So there's some friends you need to get to that level to be able to identify friends that are meant to remain friends for life, and friends that are meant to go on the journey with you. That's why I was talk about value and vision. A person that you have the same value and vision together. It's not necessarily the same vision, remember, but it must complement each other. The Bible says, can two work together except they agree? Then another thing is, apart from genuine friendship, so there are friends that you can be free, you can be vulnerable with them. You understand what I'm saying? And then they still got your back. They're still there. That when you have such friends, or you when you have such friends around you, then you can go into relationship with such a person, like a genuine friendship. Like I said, emphasis on identifying the kind of friendship the person brings to the table, or the kinds of friendship the person, or the role the person is meant to play in your life. That is it. And then lastly, what I would like to talk about is mutual respect and kindness. Reasons to go into a relationship with the person: mutual respect and kindness. Does the person respect you? Is the person kind to you and kind to people, not just because the person wants a relationship with you, that's why he's kind to you? Is the person generally kind? See, marriage is hard work, like I told you earlier, and there's a lot of hardship going on in the world. So it will be bad for you not to have a bad partner to join with all the hardship in the world. You should have somebody you can go back to, or you can return back to, that will be your safe space. That you don't have to worry, that you'll be vulnerable with. So there must be mutual respect and kindness. Somebody that supports you, somebody that brings the best in you, somebody that whenever they see you, they encourage you, they want the best for you. See, relationship shouldn't, they shouldn't look at you when they're seeing you in the next 4 years, and then they'll be like, hey, yeah, see what happened to this person, and when this person was single, when this person was alone, when they have not started dating, this lady was far better off, or this guy was far better. It shouldn't be like that. You should be like, look at the speed at which they are working and they are making things work. Relationship should make you better. There should be mutual respect and kindness. So when you can see all this in a partner or in a person, then you can go ahead and date the person. Like I said, number one, value and vision must align. Number two, what's it called? You must be whole. When you see that you are whole and the person is whole on their own, it's not as if you are running or trying to escape from poverty or from loneliness. Number three, financially, you are balanced. Then I talk about emotional intelligence. And then number four is I talked about genuine friendship. And then lastly, mutual respect and kindness. Watch out for these things. See, I'm an advocate of heaven on earth home. And I believe it's happening. You know, there are so many examples that I see around the world. You see Daddy Oyedepo saying that they've been married for over 40 something years, each free marriage, and they've never had to argue or to quarrel that somebody will come and separate them. Or Kenneth again talked about 56 years of his marriage. Come on, that's what I want for you. And so a good marriage starts from selection. It starts from selecting the right person. And when you want to select the right person, there are reasons you need to consider. Table it down, put it down as if you want to build a house. The Bible says, who wants to build a house and will not sit down and count the cost? Count the cost, because it's a long-term journey. Now look at it yourself. We don't have the privilege to choose the kind of parent the kind of family we are born into, but you have the privilege to choose the kind of partner that will be the father of your children or the mother of your children. Please don't miss it. Please don't miss it on a platter of, flimsy reasons, when you can actually sit down, table your cost, like write down everything. Reasons. Look at the life of the person. Is this person worth this? Can I have my children come out from this person? And I'll be glad I gave them the right partner, father, or the right mother. Thank you for joining, and I hope this video bless you. Please like, share, comment, and don't forget, let me know in the comment section, what are other reasons, right reasons to actually date somebody? And what are the flimsy reasons you've seen somebody reject someone before? Let me know in the comment section. All right, see you and bye.